Hi, I'm Sailor Mars Ray, and today I'm going to talk about, those who. I'm going to talk about those who hate the English sailorman. Why? No, I'm not talking about that. What I'm going to talk about is Toon Maker Sailorman, because no, I'm not going to talk about the hate, because it really. No, I'm not talking about that. What I'm going to talk about, and I don't know what I'm going to talk about. Yeah, why not? Let's talk about it. Okay, so you got these dummies, and I guess that's the good word for it, who, since, I guess we're going to say since 1995, well, maybe even before that, but probably not before that, who constantly always go around and always talk about how they hate the English one that Deacon Pioneer did. Or some claim say it was Cloverway, but the one I always saw. Now, you folks out there are basically just nitpickers. You know when there's really nothing wrong, but you have to work hard and you're hopeless, so you pick something so you can bitch about it. Well, a lot of these folks always will find something to bitch about with it. First, the show players, or I guess you call them the speaking or the talking show players. I don't know exactly what you would call them at that point. Maybe show players. Probably that. Yeah, you bitch about that. Always bitching about that. I hear it all the time. Oh, that's not the way I thought the Southwoods would be like. Oh, that's not how they should talk like or speak like. Well, what the fuck did you want? They don't know. They don't know. Were they expecting, I don't know, Asian Japanese English? And by the way, that is a land speech of English. Anyone out there who thinks it was just, someone thinks it was just, doesn't think it is, it is. All right. Granted that it's in, you know, but then again, even if you had that, you probably wouldn't have been happy anyway. And then bitching about the truth nitpicking that's in your own speech. Oh, that's a new one, Sailor says, because I thought you'd be happy that it was in your speech, but oh no. Then another thing you're always bitching about is, oh, Southwood's name's being shifted, Stead name's being shifted. Like that was some really bad thing that happened. Yeah, you gotta bitch about that, I know. That was nitpicking, wasn't it? Oh no, it's Serena, and she's Usagi. Oh no, and it's Aimi and Ray and Makofo and Lita and Minako and Mina and Monru Dairy. No, Chibaluza Rini. Oh yeah, that was nitpicking. You all know it. You know, and then on top of that, Stead names being shifted. I don't know. You're bitching about that like you thought you folks always complained about that. And I think it was just nitpicking like you always do. And then when it comes to, folks who have a different love take or pick, whatever you want to call it, you act like they were being shown badly. They were not being shown badly at all, you know, and then acting like it was, oh no, well, yeah, you know what? No. All of it was nitpicking. That's really all it was. And then you're acting like, oh, well, and the Toei take, yeah, well, the Toei take, whatever. Then you're going around and you say, oh, I like the Viz one. Well, okay, the Viz one, yes. Granted, the Viz one, and then you're all acting so like, oh, well, you were tearing the Deacon Pioneer one apart and nitpicking on it, but you ain't going to do it to the Viz one. Oh no, I take that back, because you folks probably nitpicked on the Viz as well. Yeah, you probably bitched about, oh, well, this isn't right. You probably bitched about how, oh, this is what we should have gotten back in the day. Well, sad about that one. But I think it all was just nitpicking, like all of you dummies always do. You know, yeah, there were flaws in it. It wasn't flawless, I'll give you that. But for you to nitpick on names being shifted, or the show players, or stead names being shifted, oh yeah, everything. You all acted like it was the worstest thing ever done, and you all act like, oh well, the Deacon Pioneer one were bad. No, they were not. They had their good things too. If you looked hard enough, you could probably seek them. But you didn't want to look hard enough, did you? And then another thing that pissing me off is you folks acting like, oh, I went to see the Subs when I was younger. Half of you dummies didn't have a leaner in your house until later. The other half of them probably couldn't even read, probably didn't understand Japanese at all, and you're reading the subs. Yeah, well, it is what it is, see? Now you're watching the subbed or the Viz dub. Yeah, whatever. Okay, yeah. But you nitpicked the fuck out of the Deke one, and I think that's what it is. You know? You did. And that's what I think it was. A bunch of you just nitpicking. Because really, at the end of the day, who would truly get mad about any of that stuff? Only dummies like you. Alright, that's it. I'm Sarah Mars Ray. I'll see you later.